The tests that we're about to conduct behind me are comparative tests of 3 different types of roof assemblies. The assemblies will all be identical in construction and are typical of the kinds of roof assemblies that are used in North America. One of the assemblies will be constructed using polyisocyanurate insulation applied directly over a metal roof deck, mechanically fastened to the deck in 2 layers with the joints staggered. We've also got a single ply membrane over top of the system. The second deck will be identical to the first, except that extruded polystyrene insulation is used in place of the polyisocyanurate. The third deck is identical to the first 2, except that we're installing mineral wool roof board insulation over top of the deck. The test specimen for this test is a 7-foot by 7-foot test specimen representative of those 3 constructions. We're utilizing a 7-foot by 7-foot horizontal furnace. The furnace itself will be running an ASTM E119 fire exposure on those 3 roof deck systems. In addition to the visual observations, we'll also be measuring the amount of smoke that's produced from each of the roofing systems, and we'll also be able to measure the concentration of fire effluents that are coming off of each of the systems. We'll be able to measure the concentration of things like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, hydrogen cyanide, hydrogen fluoride, hydrogen chloride, and other gases.
So what we're about to witness is the comparative video of the 3 test specimens. On the far left we have the extruded polystyrene roof assembly. In the center video we have the polyisocyanurate roof assembly, and on the far right the mineral wool test specimen. The test is initiated at time 0, and as you can see early in the test we ignite the burners and begin to follow the ASTM E119 time temperature curve. At the early part of the test all of the specimens are stable, and the furnace is just at the stage of heating up. Now, as we begin to approach about 3 minutes into the test, we begin to see some light smoke emitting from the isocyanurate material. That smoke continues to be emitted throughout the course of the test. Similarly with the extruded polystyrene, at this stage we are starting to see light amount of white smoke. Once we reach about 5 minutes into the test, there is a fairly heavy amount of white smoke being emitted from the extruded polystyrene roof assembly, and at 5 minutes and 45 seconds into the test we see flame through. Now immediately after the initial flame through we see that the fire grows very rapidly, as does a large quantity of smoke being emitted from the specimen. The test is extinguished shortly thereafter. At 9 minutes, the polyisocyanurate material begins to smoke heavily, and we also see the emission of yellow, heavy smoke. At that stage, the mineral wool specimen is still intact at that same time. Just under 13 minutes and 45 seconds into the test, the polyisocyanurate material ignites, and again we see a large quantity of smoke being emitted and a rapid growth in the fire. The mineral wool specimen at 22.5 minutes is still very stable. There is no smoke being emitted, and at 45 minutes we still see no indication of any deterioration in the material. At 1 hour the test is terminated as the mineral wool insulation is still intact.